What's up everyone, Craig in here, going to bring you a video real quick, one that hopefully you're looking for, the review on the Sony 7.1 wireless headset. I'm just going to really cut to the chase on this and tell you my thoughts on it, because I don't really have a basis to compare it to other headsets. This is the first actual headset that I've had. The one I used before this on the PS3 was the Bluetooth one, which worked good, but I wanted something that maybe could put me in the game a little bit more. So I went with this. It was either between this or the PX5s. I loved that the PX5s had Bluetooth connection, so I could listen to music on my iPhone while playing the game, and I love the custom presets and everything. But then after looking into the presets and seeing that there just wasn't that many, and pretty much a price tag of $250 at the minimum is the price of a brand new PS3. I just couldn't justify those extra few cool features I would have liked for something like this. So I took a dive and I got this. Backstory on how I got it is I had a bunch of games. I went to Best Buy, and if you pre-order a game, they give you an extra 40% trade-in value. So something that might have been like $23 for Black Ops, I got, what, $35 for it. So I would definitely recommend that, but I went and got this. These here, price tag of $99.99, $100. So is it worth $100? Right off the bat, yes, I would say so. There are things that drive me absolutely crazy. I'm not going to say that I wish it had more features and things like that, because when you compare the price tag of something like these to other things, this is a really good deal. First and foremost is simplicity to it. All you have is just a wireless dongle. You plug it right into your PlayStation, and your PlayStation automatically knows what it is and sets up this. And you turn this on here on the left-hand side. You actually just push on this whole panel right up top, and it turns it off. Do it again. That turns it on. Other buttons that you have here is that button right there is for the virtual surround sound. The virtual surround sound only works on PlayStation games and I believe Netflix. I have not tried it on movies, but it doesn't work on other things such as your laptop and things like that. You can't push this button, it automatically encodes it in 7.1. We'll get back into that here in a second, but that's what that does. Also here on this side is in the front you have a slider, sound and voice. If you push it all the way up to sound, then all you hear is the game sound. So if you've got some guy that speaks a different language and you really just don't feel like going to muting him, you go ahead and push that up. And then you have the midway point where you can actually feel it click right in the midway point. And then if you wanted, you could go down to voice, where it only plays through the speakers the voice chat of other people. On the back is the overall voice volume for it. And as you do the voice volume on this, you actually see an icon in the top right screen telling you how loud it is and how less loud you're making it when you move the slider up and down. It charges via a regular mini USB connection port that you should have if you have a DualShock controller. Same exact thing. This moves up and down. I would imagine even if you're a hefty son of a bitch and you're 500 pounds, it should still be able to fit on your head. I have a decent sized head, but I wear it on the lowest setting, and that's that. And while I'm doing this, let me bring in the first complaint that I have in regards to this. Is I want you to do something while you're watching this review so you get sort of an idea. Take your ears, or take your hands and put them over your ears real fucking tight, like that, and then talk. And you could kind of see that it's a little bit hard to judge how exactly loud you're talking when you have your ears plugged like that. And that's what this is, only worse than that. Now when I put this headset on, it sort of makes it so it's really hard to hear. And then the reason why this is a problem for me is because I don't know how fucking loud I'm really talking when I'm playing the actual game. So I could be screaming it. It does a great job in eliminating background noise, and you only get the game noise. One feature I wish they would be able to add, and I'm sure they could in a firmware update, is make it so that when I'm talking in the mic is right here on the left hand side, and you could even have it in the in port or you can slide it out, and that's the way it looks when it's slid out. I wish I would be able to at least hear my actual volume come through the speakers, so I know how loud I'm talking. I know that sounds weird, but it's really goofy. Another complaint, I can't really say complaint because it never really bothered me, but if you're batshit crazy, it might bother you, is when you have this on, you can notice a blue light here, and it's just a constant blue light that's right here that you can't turn off. You could put a piece of tape or something over it, but some people, I would imagine it would drive them crazy, but for me, never really knows. And you could even keep this in, and it still picks up volume real good. I can't really show here, but these headphones, in speaking with other people that have headsets, these actually fit over your ears. It's not like they fit on your ears. Your ear actually sits inside of it, and then all the speakers right there. It's got an extra area here where the back part of your ear actually fits in there. So I thought that was really cool that it fits over there. And like I said, it makes it a little bit hard to hear things outside of it. So a lot of the times when I'm playing a game, just to make sure, especially when girlfriend's sleeping, I have to play it like this, where I got one side off. I can't even tell. Or I got one side off a little bit so I could really tell how loud I'm talking. And maybe that's just me, but that's personally. So I don't really have a basis to compare on this headset and other headsets and if it's really worth the value. But this is what works. These are comfortable, very comfortable. I've had maybe a 3-hour gaming session with these on, and it never once hurt at all. So that's a plus. The sound is excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You can't go on and find a review where people say, yeah, the sound just wasn't great. Every review, people will tell you that the sound is fucking excellent. And I'm sure you're going to see people here that will leave a comment that have this that will agree that it just sounds phenomenal. They do a great job with the encoding. I'm sure it could be definitely better. If you have a home theater system like I do, it still sounds good. But for example, those of you that play Uncharted, I was this is the best example I had, is I was playing on the village, and I was right where the GAU was, you know, there on the left hand or on the side of the map. And then you have the tank come out, and the tank actually goes all the way around you. Well, I stood where the GAU is, and you could actually hear in the speaker that it sounded like it was in the top part, and you could gradually hear it just encompass around that side of the speaker till all the way behind. So it definitely works. It helps out a lot. There are better options on it, but they're also twice or maybe even 3 times the price. So I give these, if I was to do this on a scale of 1 to 10, definitely a 9 out of 10 at the very least. It's worth it. Even if you just have some oinky-doinky headset, you would be amazed by how something like this can really make a game so much fucking better. And I can't wait to play Uncharted 3 and Battlefield 3 with these to really get a idea of how badass they are. But for Uncharted 2 and things like that, it sounds so much better. And I think I pretty much covered everything I want to talk about. Comfortable. The price is great. If you're just using some goofy little headset that just gets you by, really think about getting these, because they, like I said, they make the game so much better. If you have any questions that perhaps I did not address in this video, please make sure to leave it in the comments below. And then if I'm not able to answer it personally, I'm sure there's a bunch of other people that have bought these that would be able to answer it for you. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? I'll talk to you later. Adios.